The sport of skeet shooting goes back 100 years. It's a game that continues to develop with advances in technology and skill and can take years of practice to compete at a high level. But NewsWatch 12's Brandon Kamerman shows how one player took less than 6 months to develop into a state champion.
Gary Caperna pulled a fast one on his competitors at the Oregon Skeet Shooting State Championships in July. Gary, who started shooting skeet in January, won the top award at the event, beating out the highest ranked shooters in the state.
I got on, I couldn't miss. I think I hit 178 straight without a miss, and prior to that, getting 25 was kind of straight was a hallmark.
Gary took up the sport at the urging of his friend Jim Roos. Roos saw a parallel between golf, which Gary played his whole life, and skeet shooting.
There's movement, full body movement. You have to be able to forget about the past if you make a bad shot, and you have to be able to concentrate for a very short period of time.
And it's the mental part of the game that really attracted Gary. His father, Ron Caperna, was a professional golfer in the Rogue Valley for years.
My dad used to always talk about visualizing the golf ball flowing through the air and how it hits the green and backs up, and this sport, skeet, is very similar. You have to visualize the movement of the bird, you have to visualize the movement of the gun, your eyes have to follow it, and you have to visualize it breaking.
But Gary never visualized this much success in such a short time.
I never imagined shooting at this level. It's certainly not this quick. I suppose as I got into it, I hope to improve and hope to be, competitive and not embarrass myself.
Far from an embarrassment.
He's hooked. We'll see him with more cups and a big smile on his face, so that's Gary.
And as the cups increase and the success continues, Gary's believing in himself more and more.
Right before I shoot, I say to myself that you can break this target. You will break this target.
And that approach is the very reason Gary was able to improve so quickly. The actual techniques and skills are secondary.
All of the mechanics, all of the keeping your head on the gun, all of the follow through, all of the minutia of things that have to happen have to be just distilled down to that one thought that I will break this target.
And that's Gary's focus now. In Central Point, Brandon Kamerman, NewsWatch 12 Sports.